Okay, everybody. It's Christmas time. It's party time. All right. I have a feeling that I have mastered this so much easier than it was before. I'm really excited. This might work so much easier. You have no idea. Hope everybody's having a good time. Thanks for joining me. Wait for you folks to come on in. hmm Okay. Oh, SoCal Canucks is here. How you doing, bud? We just got a little pregame situation going on here for a couple of Hall of Famers. That's always nice to see. Just getting situated. I have a very exciting sync tool today. Very excited to show everybody. So, this is going to be a fun one. Big game. Canucks got to bounce back. Demko's got to bounce back. It's his night to steal the net back. So we'll have some fun. We'll watch this game. It was lurking last game. Hell yeah, bud. Sometimes you gotta lurk. We've all been there. All right. I think we're doing good. What do we got here? Canucks playing the Florida Panthers. Let's talk about what we got on the old screen here. Actually, I'm gonna keep doing some sync ups. Don't mind me. Okay, so I have a very elaborate thing going on here. Bear with me. Okay, we are gonna freeze it there. Oh no, don't do that. Come on, Boomer Cable, don't fail me now. Change camera. Go. Pause is temporarily unavailable. What the hell? All right, we got the Sedins out here. No, fuck me. Pause is temporarily available. Please try again. Oh, that's not good. We got AV talking now. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay, we got the pause back. Thank God. I'm just waiting to sync up Sportsnet with my feed here. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. Because I will be able to have this synced up very nicely. It's going to be a lot cleaner tonight. Just got to bear with me. Clunky start to these, as you know. But it's going to be good. Okay, we got this. We got this. We're having some fun tonight. Okay. All right, so we are back. Thank you for joining us. Smash that like, hit that bell, all that crap. This baby is humming like a top two. We're going to have some fun. Canucks taking on the Florida Panthers, Bobby Luongo's two teams. Here comes Sedin. I think that was Henrik. Oh, here comes Bob Luongo. The controversy still afoot of whether he should be in the Ring of Honor or have his jersey retired. This has been an exhausting conversation that should not involve Kirk McLean, but it does. My stance on it is the Canucks organization under Mike Gillis got really horny retiring jerseys with Nazi specifically. And yeah, I feel like the Sedins and Luongo should all have their jerseys retired, and probably Naslund, and I don't. It's just so nitpicky. You got Roberto's a victim of circumstance. I'm curious what you think, but he should 100% have his jersey retired. But for the sake of the Canucks not retiring every single jersey ever, they got to kind of lay off on it. Let's take a look at this stream. How are we looking? We are live. All right, bear with me. Bob Luongo's coming out here. He's got an advisor role for the Florida Panthers right now. He's got the mic. And they're cheering him, as they should. I love listening to Roberto Luongo speak. Everything he says is super earnest and it's just beautiful. It's a shame that we reacted the way we did when he was here. It wasn't cool. It is what it is. In the moment, it's easy to criticize him for every single thing. Sean in the chat, I personally think Luongo shouldn't have his jersey retired. Only two that deserve it are the Twins. Gonna have to agree with you. It's so nitpicky, and there's no real right or wrong. There's no book on what gets you in. If it's about Hall of Famers, there should be 4 jerseys retired. But the Florida, Roberto Luongo's biggest accolades are playing for Team Canada, and he was and playing for Florida. He had 7-8 really good years in Vancouver. Won some hardware. He never won a Vezina with the Canucks. I don't know if he ever actually won a Vezina. But it is what it is, to quote Todd Bertuzzi. He's in the Hall of Fame. It's kind of unfortunate to see the other. It's just, listen, Stan Smeel his number was retired, but barely, but before, couple years after I was born, so it has no effect on me. 12 was always retired. Trevor Linden made sense in the moment. Marcus Naslund didn't. I love Marcus Naslund. He was a great captain. Only a Jennings and a gold. Thank you. No shade towards Marcus Naslund in the least bit. He was a great player in Vancouver. He was one of the best Canucks for 8 years. But I didn't think he deserved his jersey retired. You also don't need to retire these jerseys to honor them. Like, if you can just be like, listen, it's like Wayne Mackey. You don't need to retire him. It's like, listen, pal, this is a pretty important jersey here. Are you sure you want to wear it? Are you sure? Like, you could say you'd have that approach. Or like Brian Burke did when he was president and GM of the Leafs. All the jerseys became honored, and then he would decide on a case-by-case basis to if somebody was going to wear them. So I think that's fine. I think that's cool. But this is an exhausting dialogue and a discourse, and we all have our own feelings about organization and Luongo and Kirk McLean. And it was an exhausting day on social media. It was an exhausting day on local media when Sekeres and Price have 2 guests talking about the about whether he should be in the Ring of Honor or he should have his number retired. I don't know. It doesn't. It's no disrespect either or. Frankly, they got to put some damn people in that Ring of Honor. All right, we got Anthem going. The line on anthems is 1.5. There could be two anthems here tonight. I got a feeling 1.5 anthems. What are we saying? I got $4 to bet. Who's scoring first? Panthers or Canucks? Lee streaming and the rocket red glare. Makachuk. I could see Makachuk doing it. I'll put $1 there. Pettersson anytime score. I'll put that there. Calling Panthers. Ekblad. Huh. Wait a minute. Is he back? Aaron Ekblad is 19-1. Okay, I'll take that. Aaron Ekblad, I'll put 50 cents on him. And Barkov. Is Barkov playing? I don't think Barkov made the journey. Could be wrong. Got to get my projected starting lineups here. I was making dinner not too long ago, so a bit of a frantic pace to get here. Tonight's projected lineups for your Vancouver Canucks. The top line has changed. JT Miller, Bo Horvat, Brock Besser. And for your Florida Georgia line, where's my actual lineup? What a jabroni situation. Well, that's strange. Florida doesn't... Panthers lineup. Mikheyev, Pettersson, Kuzmenko, you're not breaking that lineup. Hoglander and Garland shifted down to the Dries wasteland. Joshua Amon and Curtis Lazar playing together. Not the worst. Don't like that I don't have a lineup for the Florida Panthers. The Panthers are dropping the ball on Twitter here. I might have to go to Daily Faceoff for this one. Brock. Yeah, I remember hearing somewhere that Barkov wasn't with the crowd. Didn't make the roadie. All right. Let's see if I can close some stuff down, make it run a little smoother here. Somebody just dropped something upstairs. All right, we got Demko. And I'm just going to have to go to Daily Face-Off. Give me my line combos for the Florida Panthers. Yeah, Sam Bennett, Kachuk for Hagee, Nick Cousins, Anton Lundell, Sam Reinhart, Plesky. Oh, there's a name I have not seen before. And Eric Stahl on the fourth line. Okay, everybody, we can do this. Oh, God, check this out, gang. Seamless transition. Seamless! We did it. Okay, so I also have the sync up for the game. You'll be seeing it shortly once they go to... Okay, here we go. Check this out, gang. Oh, they're still showing the opening line combinations. We will have a sync up in a bit. Yeah, Verhaeghe, Bennett, Kachuk, Cousins, Lundell, Reinhardt. Panemi. I do not know those names. I do apologize. Lomberg, Stahl, Patrick Hornquist, drafted last in the 20. What is this? Where is that thing? There we go. Let's get rid of that. Oh, damn it. They moved it. Okay. Let's fix... No, let's go back to this. Verhaeghe offside. Okay, we'll take it. Remove. There we go. And just got to remove it here. We have our seamless transition, and it's just not enough, folks. Okay. Just got to do one thing, and then we'll be good to go, everybody. Hope you're having a good night. They're still showing these damn top lines. Ekman Larson and Ethan Bear, not too bad. Riley Stillman and Tyler Myers, like that. Wait, do I? No, I don't. Say it out loud, and no, it changes everything. Nice little hit there. I think from Tyler Myers. All right, let's give this a try. Okay, so check this out. Well, there it goes again. This is gonna be dicey. I have the Sportsnet bug ready to go. So we just, we'll be able to sync this up a bit better. We got Alvin and Rutherford watching the game, wearing a sensible sweater. They're having a good time. So if you want to sync up your game with what I'm watching at home, this is the Sportsnet bug right there. So this is what's on my TV, and we can watch it together. That is the best way to sync it up. All right. Now we can sit back and watch this game. Yeah, the Canucks had a great roadie, 3-game roadie, completely unexpected. And to come home to Washington and just lay that egg it ain't good. And it was a game where we were all snowed in here in Vancouver, and roads were chaos. We just wanted to watch a good hockey game, and we watched a really bad one. And if you've followed this team for a while, that's kind of expected when all you want to do is sit and watch a good Canucks game. They don't like giving that up. Luke Shen, trade bait, tries to get it out. Hey, the Sedin Budweiser cans are back. That's big. Here comes the top line, the top offensive line, and the shutdown line. Mikheyev, Kuzmenko, and Pettersson. What a great line. Just looking at absolutely great. That flick in, he sends a Panthers stick, going with the puck. Verhaeghe gets it up to the point. Gets to do his other man, gets to the point. Bit of a clunky exit, but the Canucks do. Oh, that's a trip. That is a trip and a half. Canucks going to the power play. And Canucks are going to maintain possession. Quinn Hughes. I was worried that was Kyle Burrows for a second, but you wish it's Kyle Burrows instead of Riley Stillman. Oh, don't do that. That didn't work. So we got 15:36 to go. If you want to follow along at home and sync up your devices, the score bug will be in the top left of this screen, and that way I won't have to count down counting down the clock. It'll make it easier for everybody. Actually, it'll be a little murky with this one. Yeah. So there's 15:36 on the clock. Petey got it. Quinn Hughes from the point actually connects. That's nice. He is not one to find the net with his shot. I do remember him on 32 Thoughts in the off season, like when all the Hughes brothers were interviewed, and he was talking about how many shot attempts Roman Josi had, or just shots, and it's like, if I want to be the best defenseman in the NHL, you gotta start blasting. Sean, man, is it legal cable? Because you can watch online, man. You can watch Shaw on demand. I am your radio. Okay, I will do my best. I will not tell you otherwise where to go or how your telecommunications provider. Oh, Demko out in the white paint. That's a little nerve-wracking, but gets it right up to Horvat. Horvat on the half boards. He's tying it up. Miller can't keep it in. And minute 10 to go on the power play here. Bit of a slow start. There's that dreaded stretch pass. You can tell when the Canucks are flying and they're hopping and they're confident, that stretch pass isn't nearly as never-ending as it is when they're losing or not playing well. Now, OEL's out there now, so they have made a bit of change. Mikheyev with a nice little shot, just throws it on net, looking to the rebound, just to confuse him. Panthers draw the Canucks offside, and then they're just going to rope-a-dope this and eat up the rest of this clock, and that's just smart. Tyler Myers with a bit of a weak attempt at a shot from the wing. And all the Canucks are pinching in hard on this power play, which kind of is a little nervous because even strength now. If you're curious where we are in the game, you can see the score bug from the Sportsnet feed on the top left of my screen here. So you can sync up at home. You can pause one of the streams, and we can watch it together. But Horvat, a bit of an individual effort. I'm curious to see what Besser and Horvat and Miller do together. We've got an icing. They are strategically... I've never known Horvat and Brock to have a lot of chemistry together. And I could be dead wrong, but I just don't remember any. It could definitely be there, but yeah. I don't know how this line's going to work. And as I say that, the Canucks and Horvat have an offensive zone face-off win. Gets it back to Brock Besser. Kind of flubs off his stick. Canucks go offside, and they got to start from their own end. Nice little pass from... see? All right, we have the name of our game tonight, which is... point out times where there doesn't seem to be a lot of chemistry between Brock and his line mates. I think we're at 2 times on this shift. He's already out. Nice little shot on net from OEL at the point. Please don't schedule an alternative commentary from the game for December 29th. I don't think I will. Glove save by Thatcher Demko. Glove, great save, Luongo. And we got a TV timeout here. Unremarkable start to this game. You got to wonder if the pregame ceremony is what did it. It's always seems to be the case. Really curious to see if these commercials... Whoopsie. What happened here? What's that ad for? 0 delivery fees on your first order from DoorDash. I'm not a DoorDash kid. I will Uber Eats or Skip, I believe. Curious what you guys do. Great message. Great point from Sean in the chat. Horvat is my favorite player, but what skill guy does he have any chemistry with? I don't think he does. He, you kind of notice with JT Miller playing with Horvat. JT Miller's goals have gone, right into the tank. He's still put up points. Like there's nothing wrong there. But when you're playing with Horvat, you are getting Horvat the puck, and that's not, it's a good thing. It's a bit of a bad thing, but I really like what Horvat's year he's had this year. But he is historically a bit of a selfish player, and I will say that and remind people of that till I'm blue in the face. Most power play time on ice this season. Petey second in the league, 88-14 behind Mitchell Marner, 88-26. Mitch Marner on his 18-game winning point streak, which is incredibly impressive. All right, so the sync up worked. We're doing good time. We're having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. I'm drinking a Rainier beer. White spot ad. We got a white spot ad behind the Canucks net. Paul Maurice, former Winnipeg Jets head coach for 100,000 years. Former Carolina Hurricanes head coach. Former Toronto Maple Leafs head coach. That could be a glove pass. Man, there's not a lot happening in this game to start. Bit of a quality road game for the Florida Panthers. Just rope it open this crowd right out of this. Kuzmenko with a smart play to get it back in behind the net, but unfortunately goes right back to Florida. And they're going to go right back behind the Florida net. Aaron Ekblad, one of the absolute best players in the NHL, no question about it. He's just unfortunate injuries. Here comes Connor Garland. No time to dipsy doodle. He was unable to get the dipsy or the doodle in. This is a neutral zone type of game, folks. All right, so we're going to have to play some of our favorite games. Failed Canucks defensive zone exit. They had one there. We're also watching my favorite Canucks, which is quicksand at the blue line Canucks. Yeah, it could have been a couple of penalties from Curtis Lazar there, but it's not. Riley Stillman is 100,000 feet up the ice, and he was in front of the Panthers net. He's walking right in. Oh, what a save by Demko. Holy shit. Riley Stillman pinched like he's Tyler Myers, trying to impress Tyler Myers. Montour just walks right in, and this was a terrifying chance. And I see 61 up front, and I'm like, well, 60. No, it's Riley Stillman. Canucks caught. Thank God they didn't. That Demko made that save. Thank God Demko's looking decent. He was square with that puck, which is what you need to see from him. It's his net. It's his goalie controversy to squash tonight after Martin's game against the Capitals. It wasn't Martin's fault. They just played zero defense, which goes to say that it probably wasn't Thatcher Demko's fault when the Canucks were not playing defense in front of him. Besser just tries to get a shot on net. Here comes a little give and go between Miller and Horvat. Miller's behind the net. Oh, God. Horvat, nice effort to keep the puck onside for now. Besser keeps it onside, keeps control of it. He protects it. Quinn Hughes fires it on. Cheeky little scoring chance. Cheeky little redirect. And will that be enough for icing? Yeah, that's tough but fair. Oh, what a save by Demko. And it started with a lazy effort, lazy play by Quinn Hughes. He just he was behind Demko. He kind of shovels it with a backhand. And I'm like, well, where's that thing going? Like, is there a Canuck on the half boards to get it out? And it's like there's that extra second or so goes by. I'm like, I don't think that a Canuck has that puck. And another scoring chance there, but Demko is there squared up. And we go to the break, still tied at 0. If you listen to the podcast and you're well versed in our intro music, you know about our you know what our intro music sounds like. A friend of ours has been working on some music for this stream and for the podcast, and I got this like EDM version of the intro music that I absolutely love, but I haven't paid him yet. I'm trying to. I also have not gotten permission to play it yet, or else I would. I am hitting him up. I want to play it so bad. It's very good. Actually, I'm so glad I reminded myself about this, because if you were here last game, we had a couple of fun little accoutrements, that being a Nickelback. We had Nickelback 8-bit Burn It to the Ground. Let's get that queued up. And we also had a little dance hall horn. All right, man. We are back. If you're joining us for the first time tonight, you can sync up your stream, your TV, your PVR with the clock in the top left here. That way, I'm not counting down the time anymore, but I could. Actually, I'm about a second off. Ekman Larson sends it quite wide. Welp, I'm like 12 seconds faster. Yeah, there is a delay on this thing. If you have a PVR, you just hit pause for about 12 seconds, or you if you got going on your stream, you hit pause on that. I'm doing my best here. I'm not Steve Dangle. I don't have the NHL rights. Maybe I should send one email. Panthers exiting the zone with speed. Still maintain the puck. Cheeky little shot on Demko. A real Connor Garland. Panthers keep it in. It's starting to look like a power play. Another cheeky shot. I wonder how many scoring attempts the Panthers will have on Thatcher Demko's blocker side. There was 2 there. Ooh, blocked by Connor Garland. And he is walking that one off. He's trying to shake that one off. Not the cleanest of zone exits for the Canucks. And yeah, that's a stinger for Connor Garland. No real sustained pressure. The Canucks have had the power play tonight. They're 0 for 1. Just not a lot. Shot 7-6, but there's not really much to report early on through 13 minutes here. Canucks fourth line hemming in the Panthers. You like to see that. Hard-working fourth line. Not a lot of offensive threat with that, but they are a very affordable and very efficient fourth line. I quite like it. Joshua Oman, Curtis Lazar. I really like Curtis Lazar. We're covering him with the. This is. No, okay, so this is interesting. I thought that Stahl was doing a pick to Brock Besser, which is why he went on. We couldn't stay on side, but this is a little confusing here. Let's see what we're looking at. Oh yeah, that could be a trip. You got another camera? Oh, they're calling it interference. It was a little tripsky, if you ask me. So, in a very evenly matched, boring first period, Florida Panthers get their power play opportunity on a. I mean, it's funny, a call like that, you could call it interference for Besser. You could call it interference for Eric Stahl. You could call it tripping for Eric Stahl. It was just a little clunky. Oh, my God. That's your Demko. Oh, my Lord. I thought he was completely undressed in front of the net. Not the case. Still scoreless. Holy shit. Holy Demko is right. Ekblad loses it. Pettersson, the shutdown man, future Selke Trophy winner, he gets it out. That was out of bounds by Demko. I would like to see that one again. Shit, sorry, gang. All right, we're good. Yeah, that was unbelievable. Game saver by Demko early on. I don't know where he made that save, where the puck wound up. Feels like underneath his shins. All right, here comes our replay, which we've been wanting for a while. So Horvat wins the faceoff. Stillman with the dumbest attempt to clear ever, just blasted and bounces off a Florida Panthers back, and it's Matthew Tkachuk. He gets it right in the slot. He bobbles it a bit. He tries to go to his backhand, but what he wound up with was a great scoring chance, but it just Demko was able to trap it in his pads. 50 seconds to go on the on this power play here. Sammy Bennett with another blast, another good opportunity. Demko has looked square on the puck tonight. He looks confident. The Canucks are looking, with the exception of Riley Stillman in front of him, he ain't looking too bad tonight. Horvat out there for another defensive zone draw, as he only knows how to do. One last rush for Florida. Quinn Hughes with a nice little cheeky clear. Looked like he was just lightly shoveling it. Oh, Horvat and Miller. The chemistry's there. Oh. Miller protects the puck, waits for Horvat to get into a scoring position, and just a great opportunity there. Why didn't they ice it? Why didn't they freeze that puck? They're looking for a stretch drive pass. They're not going to get it. It's going to be icing. And And they're a little questionable about whether that should have been weighed off or not. Kuzmenko definitely had a chance. Make sure if you haven't yet to give you a little thumbs up for this this stream. And if you're new here, why don't you hit the old subscribe button? That'd be always greatly appreciated. Always looking to grow the old YouTube footprint or whatever the hell the kids say these days. But that's true, we are. Over here on the Pucksnet YouTube channel, you can watch our video podcasts. You can watch clips. You can also get audio versions of our podcast. Just all here at youtube.com/PucksOnNet. Radko Gudas with a stretch pass. Gets it all the way up to the Canucks blue line, but can't seem to do anything with it. Ethan Bear pressured, loses it, but thankfully Kuzmenko and Mikheyev were able to get it out of the zone. Panthers had a good power play, but there wasn't a lot, nothing to show of it. And another good, another square up to the post by Demko. Looking solid. 11th shot on goal. Canucks got to get going here. The delicious ice cold taste of the Pacific Northwest Rainier wet in the old whistle tonight. I'm curious what you're drinking or eating. What was for dinner? I made some good food tacos that were pretty damn good. Very easy. You underestimate the power of a simple and effective slaw. Couple of Roma tomatoes chopped up with some bell peppers. Some beans. You squish half the beans. It's a great combination. All right, we get the old Specsavers closer look here. Curious what we're going to be looking at. And they're showcasing Thatcher Demko's confidence with the puck. He has looked confident tonight. He knows the goalie controversy is over. Not that there ever was one, but there's an opportunity to take a step forward in the very short-term race to get the net back. Sheldon drives with a very clean face-off loss. As you can see, if you're syncing up your stream with what you're watching at home, we're all at fucking home. Sync it up with your device. We can watch this together. It's in the top left of the screen. About 2:35 to go in the first period here. Still scoreless. Demko's look good. Can't say the same about... is that Bobrovsky in net? No, that's got to be Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight getting the start. Pretty sure the Panthers are doing it back-to-back. Yeah, Spencer Knight with the start. I can't say that Spencer Knight has had very much to, to compete again. He didn't have much to work with. It's been nothing too dangerous for the Canucks. Pork chops, apple coleslaw. Have a couple of grapefruit radlers and a passion fruit soda. That's a hell of a meal right there. I haven't had some pork chops in a while. Might need to get back on that. You know, and what's just happened here? Florida Panthers score 18. Well, for the gamblers out there, I believe I did pick Matt Tkachuk to score first. It's a bittersweet couple of bucks. Would like to take a look at this. Hughes gives it to Shen in a bit of a questionable spot. Shen completely gives it away. I don't get why Shen was throwing it up like that. Yeah, that's a tough, rare gaff by Luke Shen. And on 12th shot of the first period, Canucks fall down and fall behind a goal. I don't think this Horvat Besser Miller line is going to be together for the entirety of this game. I don't see a lot from them. No, it's another couple scoring chances here by the Panthers. They're fuck. The Panthers just dialed it up so fast in that last 15 seconds. Like they just saw an opportunity. Gustav Forsling. And yeah, Demko, yeah, and let's take a look at this here. Can't get it. Oh, Ethan Bear, soft on the puck, can't get it out. 3 guys in front of the net. Ugh, that's unfortunate. 2 very fast goals. Yeah, and I mean, I don't like that line offensively, but defensively, that wasn't the best showing. But those were 2 goals where, oh no. Oh, God. Is Demko hurt? Oh, shit. Hang on. What's going on here? I started to get the one rebound. He hurt something there. Right thigh. I don't know if that's something. I don't know if it's contact from the Panthers. And he needs help getting off. I wonder what happened. This game was this was a 0-0 tie about 45 seconds ago. Things have changed drastically. Yeah, Demko really needing no weight on Demko. Really taking a lot of time getting down the tunnel there. That's not a good look. That's not a good situation. And they're showing fans here, showing fans in Rogers Arena, and like everyone looks very concerned. That's when it happened. Because like there's the first rebound. He doesn't look comfortable. He doesn't have the energy, or he can't get square to shore up, and just can't make that play. But showing contact, you can tell something gets tweaked in his leg. He doesn't have the time to get square and to get in position. And he's not that he gives up on it, but he can't do anything. He kind of throws his catcher towards it and nothing happens. Like that's very unfortunate. But it's unfortunate, but man, like 3 straight defensive lapses. And Sam Bennett, ooh, that's a little scary. Lazar kind of forcing him into the goalpost a bit here. Man, absolute defensive breakdown by the Canucks on all those goals. Both goals started with a defenseman unable to be hard on the puck to clear it out. Luke Shen did it first. Ethan Bear did it second. And they immediately led, well, not immediately led, but they eventually led to goals against. And then that play of just Demko getting hurt on the play, like it completely changes the complex of this game. And it goes from being, something that they could, crawl out of to Sean in the chat, hate to be down, I don't see how we can get out of this. I don't either. Like, it stinks. Man, that was a boring and bland 17 and a half minutes. Unremarkable. Both teams with power play opportunities. Panthers with a couple of high danger chances in the power play. Canucks not really giving Spencer Knight that much to worry about. And then just Luke Shen kind of fumbles it after a strange feed from Quinn Hughes, 1-0. Ethan Bear not hard on the puck. Gives it up a little too easily. 2-0. And then the Demko injury, 3-0. I'm going to step away for a second. We're going to hear the old, we're going to hear our favorite music. And we should be hearing 8-bit Nickelback. We're going to hear our soft chill, and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, welcome back. Armand Thind in the chat. Hopefully he's still here. That's Canucks hockey. Holy shit, is that ever Canucks hockey? All these ceremonies and everything for nothing. Yeah, it wouldn't be a Canucks ceremonial game to honor stars of the past that knew how to win by pooping the old bed. And no, I don't think the Canucks have had any energy in the first period. Like, this was, shots were 11-8 after the Panthers power play, and they just rattle off 7 or 8 in the final 2 minutes. It's like they just saw they took notice that the Canucks were starting to phone it in, kind of coast into the intermission, like, okay, we're fine. And they just ratcheted it up and just destroyed them. Like, it was pretty impressive. It was pretty damn impressive. It's like watching the Tampa Bay Lightning get clinical, get surgical with them. Just, all right, it's time to put the boots to them. And we're going to do it. But it is now our duty to try to be entertaining here, because the broadcast is not entertaining. The broadcast is not entertaining at all. For those joining us here tonight, hit that thumbs up. Hit a thumbs up, man. Hit a subscribe while you're at it. I'm out here slugging away. Arash is at the Canucks game. He's there with Hollywood. Big Money Matt Kerr just sent me a text how the stream's going, saying you should just play MLB in the corner. Part of me does just want to sit here and play MLB The Show 22, but we're going to watch this game. I mean, do I have much hope that the Canucks are going to get out of this? Not necessarily. God, what a piece of shit that final 90 seconds was. Let's go to the old box score here, because that was something else. Actually, no, I got it here. Okay, 18-14 to go in the third. 18-14 into the second period. It's not even the second period. Let's start that over. Where is it? 18-14 into the first period. Matt Tkachuk scores his 11th. 35 seconds later, Gustav Forsling, former Canuck, he scores his third. And 20 math. 24 seconds later, Ryan Lomberg gets his third. Bit of a fourth line goal on an injured Thatcher Demko. Just tough. Just a miserable way to end that period. I got out to go to the bathroom, and Amanda asked how the stream's going, and I'm like, well, they gave up 3 goals in about a minute and 45 seconds, so it ain't going too well now. Yeah, that was not the best showing by the Canucks, and it's kind of it's wild to think that they could look so good in Vegas, they could come back in San Jose, and they could beat the Avalanche, although an reasonably injured Colorado Avalanche, but the big guns are still there. They come home, just lay a nothing burger, and just have nothing to show for it coming in on Tuesday against Washington. And then this game, where they honor the Sedins, they honor Daniel Henrik, they honor Roberto Luongo, and They bring nothing. Roger in the chat hoping for the best for Demko. It did not look good for him. It did not. You wonder if he just tweaked his knee. He's grabbing halfway up his pant here. Is it a hip issue? 2, 3. Look at that. He had 4 shots on goal in that sequence. They scored on an injured goalie, but the Canucks still gave him three scoring chances before that 4th one went in. Yeah, it's just, man. All right, everyone had, what else? Who else had dinner tonight? What did people eat for dinner tonight? I had those tacos. Those were pretty damn good. If you're watching here, make sure you give a thumbs up to the stream. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. And thank you for joining us. I like these games when there's a bit more going on. And unfortunately, there's not much happening. Don't mind me, just sharing this on the old Instagram stories. How's everybody doing tonight? What do people think of the first period? Let me rephrase that. What did you think of the first period? What did you think of the first 17 minutes and 45 seconds of this game? I'll start. I thought they were unremarkable. I thought they were lethargic, uninspired, and just nothing to write home about. Spencer Knight made 8 saves. He had a couple of scoring chances that you kind of got intrigued by. There just wasn't a lot there for the Canucks. And they're not even showing any offensive opportunities for the Canucks in these packages. It's just 2 bad giveaways that started with weak defensive efforts by Luke Schenn and Ethan Bear. What did you think of the first period? What did you think of the first 17 minutes and 45 seconds? And what did you think of the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds? I feel like these could be polarizing answers. Sean in the chat. So if Demko doesn't come back, is that the season? Oof. I don't know. We already were needing Demko to come back to form. He had the win in San Jose. He had the loss in Vegas, against Vegas. He was getting there. He looked good to start this first period, but it ain't helping. There's a lot. This season relies on a lot of things. Goaltending's one of them. I'm curious what Spencer Martin will do. It's an $850,000 a year goalie, fresh out of the AHL, that's winning games. He plays great when there's when there's nothing to lose. But when they need him to show up every night and they need him to get wins, and when the backup goalie on the bench is Artur Silvos or Colin Delia, then what? It's great to have Spenny Martin up there getting W's, with a 2.75 goals against her, nothing too remarkable. Well, when you need all those saves, I don't know. Just got a text from somebody that's at the game. It finally happened. That Thatcher Demko injury that you prophesized. Good thing he's our backup, LOL. And I'm on, yeah, tough. 3 goals in just under a minute. Absolutely changed the dynamic of this game. Demko goes out with an injury. Demko looks like he went out with a hell of a painful injury. I don't know what the. I'd love. Hey, can the Canucks score 1? Can the Canucks score 1 in this period? It'd be delightful. I don't know if it's going to happen. For the gambling crowd, I did bet for Matt Tkachuk to score first in the game, so that one made me $9. Really curious if the Canucks are going to come. I don't know how they're going to come out of the gate. You want them and you expect them to do something and feel that sense of urgency, but I don't know if they've got it. Like, fucking what a different game this is now. Oh, my Lord. Look at Bruce. Oh my God, Bruce. He knows what's up. All right, if you're joining us for the second period, your first time here, up on the top left, this is the score bug of the game I'm watching, where I'm at in the game. So if you want to watch along with me, I'd love to watch this game with you. We'll watch it together. We'll try to make the best of this, but it is 3-0 Canucks against the Canucks to start the second period. It's a new day, baby. We are thinking about e-bugs here in Vancouver. Florida already attacking early. Again, I don't like this Horvat. What do we got here? Horvat? Hogg? No. Are the lines in a blender? I see Kuzmenko, Hogg, and Horvat. Or is that a sloppy change? Here we go. 2-on-1. Canucks. Oh, back. Can't even fault. That's a good defensive effort by the Panthers there. By Mark Stahl. Puck goes in the air. Kuzmenko can't get a read on it. Just got a push notification, everybody. Christmas present I bought. Processed from Indigo Books. It's in Mississauga. Home of the Ice Dogs. Nope, that's the Niagara. Mississauga St. Mike's, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. Stillman can't clear it. Still can't clear it. Oh, come on, boys. Can only get it. Canucks can just get it only outside their own blue line. Hem back in. Oh, man. Spenny Martin. So Besser's has got Garland. I don't know if these lines are in a blender, but I see Oman, Besser, and Garland together. Which, no. These are short shifts. Oh, they're falling all over the place. Just get it on net, kid. Spencer Knight has to make a save. Not the cleanest of freezes, but he does it. So we're at Battle of the Spencers now. It is Spenny versus Spenny. Uh, well, look at this, everybody. An offensive zone face-off for Bo Horvat. He wins it clean, as he's been known to do. So Miller and Hoglander, glad that's over. I told you I don't like Brock Besser with Horvat. And that experiment, I asked in the first period, is that line going to be together the entirety of the game? It lasted 20 minutes. Thank God. That is no shame. Oh, scoring chances by the Canucks here. They're ratcheting it up here. They're keeping it in. They're winning it for Demko. Hogs behind the net. 10th lowest or 6th lowest scoring probability of goals in the NHL. Nice little defensive effort there by Ethan Bear. Hard on the puck. Strips him. I've really liked Ethan Bear his whole time in Vancouver. It's unfortunate he had that gaff tonight, but it's been a team effort for gaffs. All right, Shen, come on, buddy. Shen protects it. Good. Nice little protection of the puck, and then Canucks get it in. They get a line change. Not yet. Nick Cousin brings it in. There's a big save by Spenny Martin. And that's his first of the night. I can remember watching Roberto Luongo's brother on being interviewed by Scott Oak in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. So he had already pooped the bed in Toronto and Boston. And everyone was so curious what he was going to do in Vancouver, what kind of Luongo we'd have. He goes out and he gets the shutout, and they interviewed his brother, and he's like, once I saw him make the first save, I knew he'd be fine. And I always kind of remembered that, and it's not always the case, and when it is the case, you sound like a genius, but when it's not, you just sound like you're not paying attention. But yeah, you can always get a good sense of what the goalie's going to be doing based on how that first save goes. Doesn't get through on Martin. There's a save. So Spenny Martin's made 2 saves here. He's looking decent. Broadcast has the shots at 19-10 for Sportsnet.ca has it at 19-9. 20-10 now for Florida. So they are doubling up the Canucks in shots. And Spenny tried to get cheeky. Tried to get cheeky and do a last-second play of the puck, but they were not having it. Oh, man, I am thirsty. Water. Who would have thought? $15 minutes to go in the first period. If you're joining us here, if you're new here, give this stream a like. And if you want to watch along with me, the score bug from the Sportsnet broadcast I'm watching is right here. And if you want to sync up your TV or your tablet or your personal computer, you can do that. We can watch it together. I'm going to stop saying if you want to watch along at home. Like, where the hell? Who knows where anybody is? And here, come on, man. Dakota Joshua's going off for a hook. This is soft if you ask me. I don't care for this one bit. Neither does Gabby. Oh, he's just trying to lift the stick up. Bit of a weak call. Where is it? It's so weak and so unremarkable. They don't even have a shot of it for the replay. Where is it? Yeah. Yep, that's a hook. I wasn't sure where on the stick Joshua got him. But yeah, just above the, he got it between the, north of one of the gloves. So it is what it is. Pedersen and Horvat killing a a penalty together. Looks like a glove pass way down center ice. Nice little clear. Killing a penalty. About a minute to go here for the Canucks. Lazar out there killing with Myers, Hughes. Who's that guy? Nils Oman. Jeez. We got Spenny Martin's lost his goalie stick. Ekblad's about to tee it up. He's looking for this one-timer. He's not going to get it. And the surgical Florida Panthers power play is going to work. Oh, come on, fellas. 25 seconds to go. There's Ekblad blasted a mile wide. Like he's got an illegal curve on his stick. Big save by Spencer Martin. He squared up on it too. Carter Verhaeghe. Man, what is with the... Like I know they got the ads on the left shoulder now, but having the All-Star patch or the special occasion patch on the right, I don't like. Too cluttered. So the fact that the Canucks were able to escape that with Spencer Martin not having a stick, that's impressive. There's maybe our first positive of the night for the Canucks. All right. OEL can't clear it. Lovely. Montour sets up. Hagee's got it. Oh, man, Matty Tkachuk almost had his second of the night. It went over the net. And Joshua's out of the box. He controls the puck. He muscles down that Panther. But there's a... Oh! Matt Tkachuk just snowed Spenny Martin. And Luke Schen's the first guy down there. And you got to wonder, like, I don't know. Matt Tkachuk is a bit of a prick, but he's not a POS. I feel like he just told Luke Schenn, like, I didn't do it on purpose. Relax. I didn't bowl him over. I'm curious, because, yeah. It's either you want me to give your goalie a snow job or you don't want me to plow into him, because one of them has to happen if you want me to stop. Yeah, stretch pass. OEL gets a stick on it. Spenny Martin gets it. And, yeah. All right, shots are 22-9 now. Oh, the Canucks got to get something going here. Schenn gets it out clean. Bo didn't know what he had. Off the post for JT Miller. The chemistry between those two boys is palpable. I was wondering, I'm like, you don't know where your guys are. It's like that Mario Lemieux pass in the Olympics. It's like, no. Oh! Radko Gudas. Radko Gudas and JT Miller are fighting again? Oh, he's got the lid off. JT Miller's got Radko Gudas' helmet off. And they just wrestle down. What a tilt. That's what this team needs, man. Oh, man. Radko Gudas stood somebody up, stood a Canuck on the blue line, and he has some of the most hits in the NHL. I don't know who he hit. But that was something else. I'll be right back. All right, JT. All right, we're back. JT Miller. He's scrapping. Oh, shit. Sportsnet does not like me. Come on, fellas. All right, everybody. Miller fighting. Quinn Hughes getting a scoring chance. Nothing happening. I didn't see who Radko Gudas hit. But that was pretty impressive. I can't remember if it was Radko Gudas. I want to say it was, but Miller fought. Remember, it was after the Panthers had a goal. The Panthers scored on the Canucks, and they scrapped, and it just made absolutely no sense. Yeah, it takes me back. All right, and we're back. We are back watching this game together. We're all queued up. If you want to join in, this is the time of the game I'm watching. So, 10 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second period. 3-0. Spencer Martin with a nice save. Have the Canucks had a had a shot on goal this period? I feel like they hit the post. Miller hit the post. Canucks have had 2 shots in the period. Panthers have had 4. Would really like the Canucks to have some sort of answer for this, because this is, I don't know, kind of stinks. OEL with a nice flip pass out to Oman. To Joshua, 81 and 88. Yeah, there's just Panthers just shutting down the Canucks tonight. Like, their best scoring chance hit the post. They're just shutting the Canucks out. Perfect road game. Spencer Martin has looked great coming into this. There's been no concern about him, which is great. Another offside call. And we'll go to commercial break, and I'll be right back. I cannot wait to get permission to use our stream music for the podcast, or our Pucks on It live stream alternate commentary music. Hopefully soon. No more chill lo-fi beats. But here we are. Yeah, I got a dog beside me. We're going to try and watch this. All right, let's go over the positives of this game for the Canucks. We have Spencer Martin looking good because he had to come in because of injury. Can that guy play? Can that guy play in net for us? Hey, knock it off. So our one positive in this Canucks game is that the backup goalie came in reasonably without issue or without difficulty after our franchise starter got hurt. Hey, if you're new to the stream here, you can sync up your stream. You can sync up your broadcast of the Canucks game to this clock here. That's what I'm watching, so we can watch this together. We can watch this abysmal Canucks effort together. These streams are a lot of fun to do when they're scoring goals. The Canucks are looking good. The Canucks are having fun. Other than that, I'm just kind of losing my voice. Oh, I scramble in front of the net. Freeze it. Call a whistle, man. That's a little crazy that they were waiting as long as humanly possible to blow that play down. I thought Spencer Martin had it. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, he didn't have it immediately. Yeah, it's always so hard to tell. Okay, back to our positives. There are none. This was a, air quotes, must win for the Canucks. This is a game that the Canucks, if they're supposed to be taken more seriously as a bubble contending team, this is a game they needed to win, look good, look half decent, maybe compete in, and they just don't have it. And it's pretty wild to think of, this team damn near shut out the Golden Knights, and now they're just running around chasing the puck, watching it against the Florida Panthers, who are a very good team, but Barkov's not there. They've got some key injuries, and the Panthers are just playing a good Paul Maurice style. What the hell was that? This is a shit goal, man. This is awful. It's they just like this was like watching this in slow motion. Tick tack tack toe. Kachuk waits for it. Pedersen and Tyler Myers go to defend against him. Leaves leaves Sam Bennett wide open. Nothing Spencer Martin can do about that. That goal stunk, man. What a lazy, miserable goal against. I feel bad for Arash who's there right now. Holy Diana. This stinks. You got Luongo and the Sedins being honored. Oh, God. You got the puck in the offensive zone, and you just do a no-look behind the back pass to nowhere that anybody could intercept. God, man. Sean, I'd go too if I were you. Sean, thanks for joining us tonight. Smash that like. Hit that bell, all that crap. But man, this is a piss poor game, man. Can you imagine being there for this? My God, this is unfortunate. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna talk you. Nephew is at the game too. Yeah. Here comes there it is. There it is. Let's have some fun, gang. Dakota Joshua. He's on the ice with Brock Besser. Line changes. I don't know if that was no, it might have just been an icing. But just chuck it. Just do anything. Why not? I thought it was Besser too, but it was just right in through Spencer Knight. Hell yeah. That's something. That's something to be happy about. And they're coming right back, Lazar. Like Spencer Knight's a fine goalie, but just you got to test him. Give him something to work with. Just enough for icing. Those long giraffe legs just didn't seem to work there. Nice. I'm glad. Listen, I'm just glad they're on the board because they were given nothing to the Panthers. They were given nothing to Spencer Knight, and just to get a well, here comes another 3-on-2 almost. Oh, Hoglander, what are you doing, baby? Hog just throwing it into the middle of the ice there. Nothing, making nothing with that. Like I haven't seen one really good forecheck tonight by the Canucks. You know, no scoring chances have come off from the forecheck. Ethan Bear, another icing against the Panthers. Ryan's going to take this time to tweet out the link, everybody. All right. Canucks in their own zone. Ethan Bear can't clear it. Good effort by the Canucks to not let him get in deeper. And they still can't get it out. Ethan Bear tries it again. And it looks like they're going to do it. But, I mean, at this point, they're gassed. Pettersson. Oh, he gets around 2 Panthers. Come on, buddy. Oh, Tyler Myers. Should have just shot it. But, oh, and there's nobody at the point. But Sheldon Dries keeps it in. Nice little pressure here. Shame the Canucks are gassed from being hemmed in their own zone. Myers keeps it in. Gets it deep. And that went off the glass, and that's not going to be a penalty. We're going to take it. And there's a commercial break coming up here. All right, 4-1. 5 or so minutes to go in the second period. Shots 26-12. It feels like about 26-8, if you ask. It feels like 26-3. Dakota Joshua with the lone goal. Just kind of goes through Spencer Knight. It's exactly the type of goal you want them to score when they're playing like absolute garbage. And yeah, Thatcher Demko's out. I don't know if I've seen it. I haven't looked at Twitter. I've been in here. I'm just going to browse Twitter. We're going to see if there's any updates on Thatcher Demko. Probably a tweet by the Canucks that says, goaltender Thatcher Demko will not return to tonight's game. So that's not good. Yeah, that really makes you think about what this year is going to be now. Like, what's his injury? Like, we're at the 25 game mark. A lot of questions. I would really like to see the Canucks get another one here. All right, 5 minutes to go in the second period if you're new here. Oh, Canucks get another opportunity, but can't finish. Hoglander protecting the puck and is deep in the zone there. So we've got Horvat, Miller, and Hoglander playing together as it should have been. No offense to Bork Besser, but I don't like him and Bo together. If you're new here and you haven't done so yet, please like this live stream. And if you want to sync it up with the stream you're watching, the feed of tonight's game, and you want to turn down that audio and sync it up, that's where my feed is at. So if you get it, if you queue up your broadcast with that score bug there, we can watch it together. 4:12 left on the clock here. I can't tell if this means that Brock is back out there with this line. Gotcha. So there was a nice. Myers has been out there over a minute, so we know what's going to happen to this. Oh, come on, Bo! Come on, Bo! Off the damn glass! Get these guys out of here! Oh, that's offside. Thank you. Finally, the Canucks can make their change. That was a little nerve-wracking. The road trip is all but forgotten. The successful road trip for the Canucks, I should say. After the performances we've seen tonight. Mills 89 in the chat. What's up, bud? Mills, if you're first time here and you want to sync up this live stream with whatever you're watching, this is the score bug here that I'm watching, so we can watch this together. Thatcher Demko down with injury. Nothing too, a nothing play when it happened, but he immediately looked very injured. But Spencer Martin's come in. He's stopped everything he's faced. Feels like the Canucks have had about 4 shots this period. Just a unremarkable effort so far. Ethan Bear gets it in deep, but this forecheck and the Canucks wind up with it. They can. Mikheyev battling with it. A weak clearing attempt by the Florida Panthers, but here we go. Mikheyev protects it, thinks about it. Come on, buddy. Petey, great pass to the defenseman. Jeez, that was a bit of a grenade of a pass, but they maintain it. Canucks looking good here. They have possession. Force Spencer Knight to make a save. That's right, Mills. I stand corrected. He has allowed a goal. Thatcher Demko went down when it was 3-0 on the third goal. But he's looked good. You don't want Spencer Martin to be your number one. It's all well and good when you have somebody on the bench and Thatcher Demko to make saves, but a lot more is going to be asked of Spenny Martin the way things looked with Demko leaving the ice. Another icing call by this time on the Florida Panthers. Thought this game would be a lot more enjoyable. Didn't think that Paul Maurice would play the ultimate road game. And didn't think that the Canucks would show up with absolutely nothing. Penalty. Power play coming up for the Canucks. This is going to be huge. For momentum. Still maintaining possession. They're going to get it 6-on-4. And this is great. They clear, they go offside, but they maintain possession. Let's see what they can do on a rush-in with a 6-on-4. In this second period on the power play, Miller's got it. Gets it to Quinn Hughes. Hughes. Big rebound. Pettersson tries. It's still bouncing. Canucks still have possession of it. That's interesting. Hughes is going to do it again. Oh, Miller whiffs on it. Oh, man. There's the Miller body language. Mills, I say you burn it to the ground. Owners, president, GM, coach, players. Well, that's ironic because if they score, we play our Canucks goal song here on the Pucks on Net alternate commentary stream, which is the 8-bit version of Burn It to the Ground. I'm just looking at a comment in the Pucks on Net Discord, which all $5 monthly Patreon backers get access to. It's a hell of a great community. Originally, I thought groin, but I think it's worse, lower down. Hopefully not an MCL or ACL, though. Couldn't put any weight on it. Didn't help. He tried to make a fourth save when he felt something. Where was the effing defense? Yeah, it looked like knee or higher. Like it looked knee or hip, and he had the hip surgery. I don't know. This is... Oh! Good opportunity there. The Canucks buzzing. All right, this doesn't work on the power play. Let's get that out. That hit. Marshall. I don't know who that was. Hamstring? Yeah, I could see that too. It's something in his leg, and it's something that he tweaked or strained or pulled while pushing off to make that last save or that third of 4 save. Oh, come on. What is this? Sam Bennett, huge rebound. Come on, fellas. The Canucks could enter the Canucks. If they score on this power play, go down 2. God, where's the leg? Sam Bennett is just buzzing. He's all over these guys. Oh! I think. Look at Quinn Hughes. I think he's hurt. I think he might have. I wonder if he got his bell rung. Nothing dirty from Bennett, but just was able to just cement him to the boards there. I will find my love here. Thank you. That was dangerous. Like, I'd like to see this. I like to see if he hit his head against the glass. He hasn't. He's still on the bench. Let's take a look at this. And the Canucks, there's no urgency on this to produce on this power play. And then and this muffin of a shot. Well, while Quinn Hughes is down, thank God it goes off the outside of the post. And they're pulling the goalie 1.8 seconds left, which makes sense to me. I'm kind of nervous about Quinn Hughes, to be honest. Oh, trickle through, but nothing. That looked a little concussion-y, and that's nothing to be made light of, but he hit the boards hard there. All right. I'm going to take a quick breather here. I'll be right back. Hey, nobody go anywhere.
Make way for the first ever Chevrolet Silverado ZR2. Multimatic shocks, rugged 33-inch tires, and front and rear electronic locking differentials. Dude, this is awesome. We should get back to work. Perfect. If you're gonna work remote. Find new workspaces. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Want to know how to make your car run like new? Maintenance. It's critical for increasing a car's longevity, and the skilled techs at Budget Auto Center.
All right, I'm going to play something fun. Let me make sure that I have the right audio. Okay, good. Perfect. I'm going to play the Pucks on Net stream music as we need something to lighten the mood here. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Yeah, a little take on the, what do we got here? Oh, thank you very much, Dawson Sport Corner Podcast. Yeah, it's hard to convince people to watch a mean-nothing game that has become absolutely meaningless. And yeah, it went from really boring to quite ugly to unremarkable. We got Thatcher Demko injured. We've got Quinn Hughes, scary hit behind the net. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I probably would have turned this game off if I was not doing this. Ooh. This game started brutal. This game started very lethargic. Panthers playing just the perfect road game, which nobody ever likes. And the Canucks having, no high danger chances. Curious what natural stat trick has on this game. The Canucks get the first power play, do nothing with it. Panthers get their power play. They don't produce on it, but they do have a bit of more of a dangerous chance. Dangerous crack at it. Let's look at all chances here. The Canucks Corsi is at 42. They have, in all situations, they have the Canucks with 3 high danger chances for, 15 against. Let's take a look at the power play. So check this out. Through 40 minutes, the Canucks have 0 high danger chances for on the power play. The Panthers, meanwhile, have 1. So that ain't very good. Oh, thank you very much for the sub. I'm gonna go hit your. I'll hit your mother right now. We're gonna dive back into these fancy stats here in a minute. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, everything's been 5-on-5. So check this out. 5-on-5 tonight. Natural stat trick of the Canucks at 2 high danger chances for, 13 against. Pardon my ignorance. I'm not sure if that includes that post from JT Miller. Panthers playing at just under 59% Corsi. Corsi 4. Canucks 41-2. Yeah, they are not looking good if you ask me. This game, I want to say this game, really went out of hand. The Panthers really feasted on the momentum from their first power play. Like going into, if you're looking at your kind of production chart, Canucks had their power play. There was some, momentum afterwards, but minuscule. And then the Panthers just ratcheted it up. After 40 minutes, after the 17 minutes playing in the first period, they just turned it up, and they scored, and they scored, and they scored and injured a goalie, and then they scored again. Not a lot of positives. But what is positive is giving a thumbs up on this stream. What is positive is hitting the subscribe button, like our friends Dawson Sports Corner Podcast have. And what is also positive is when the Hank and Dank and Roberto Luongo are being honored in your damn building before the game, you try to get a little bit inspired and try to perform just a little bit better. And that sure as hell didn't happen. Even the heat map for these Canucks. Couple of chances, top of the circles. Just not a lot. Panthers had very good scoring. It's super bright. All the heat is right in front of their net, and that's probably because of those, 4 chances they had on Demko before he got hurt. I'm going to take a look at these shifts here. Joshua and Lazar. They haven't played, they didn't play much since since Joshua scored. Lazar, 1 shift, and that was right at the end there on that face-off. Nils Amon, he hasn't had a shift since that goal. So they haven't shortened the bench yet, but they are not playing that 4th line. Nice to see Hoglander. Hoglander hasn't been stapled to the bench yet. Anton Lundell hasn't played since midway through the 2nd period. I don't know if he went down with an injury or what. Where is he on here? 2nd line center, Lundell. I don't know if he's hurt or what, but he is barely playing in this game. Just looking at the shift chart here on Natural Stat Trick. The best Corsi on the Canucks through all instances is JT Miller. He's at 69.5. Bo Horvat at 64.2, which makes sense. They've made the most of their opportunities. They haven't made the most of any of their opportunities, but they have been as creative as possible with the puck. There's just nothing. There's just nothing happening in this game, man. And here we are on the should they retire Luongo's jersey debate. And I think we'll talk about this for the next 30 years because all right, going to take another quick break. Going to come back for the third period. All right, welcome back, everybody. Roger in the chat. I feel like the Luongo's number should be retired by the Canucks, but it probably won't happen. No, it unfortunately won't happen because they're trying to. I don't know. They retire. He is a victim of circumstance. He is what he's done as a Canuck would have reason to retire it. I mean, McLean has reason to. But they're not going to because they retired so many in the last decade. Too many, if you ask me. And, yeah, it is what it is. But, I mean, like, if you're going to retire a number, it's just like, it just makes perfect sense. Like, yeah, you got to retire it. Like, it needs to be retired. Nobody else should wear that number again. Which is how you felt about Trevor Linden retiring, even though he probably maybe doesn't have the stats. But it's like, I can't think of somebody else wearing 16 on the Canucks. I already think of a couple people wearing 1 on the Canucks. And let's be honest, nobody wears 1 anymore. Like, no goalies wear 1. So it's essentially retired now. But it's stupid. It's all semantics, which makes it even dumber. This game's kind of dumb, not going to lie. Just don't feel like the Canucks have anything, in the arsenal that they can. Just seems like the Panthers have done a great job boxing out. Oh, Stillman. Stillman gets around a defender, shoots, falls down. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, everybody, if you are new here tonight, and if you haven't done it yet, please give this live stream a thumbs up. And if you want to watch along with me, this is the time zone. This is the score bug here of the feed I'm watching. So we can watch this game together. Hit pause on your Sportsnet now or on your PVR if you can. And if you're just enjoying sitting with me, well, man, I appreciate that a great deal. The Canucks really, they finished the second period with a power play, a good opportunity to get some momentum. If they scored and they went into the dressing rooms down 2, I'd have no concerns about this team. I'd have lots of hope and optimism. But just a really lethargic power play. Nothing really happened on it. 2 shorthanded scoring chances for Florida, which was kind of, I don't know, just kind of stunk. I don't know if I've seen Quinn Hughes yet in the third period. I have not looked at my phone. We're going to keep an eye out for him. They're going to look out for some line juggles. Fourth line's getting their first shift since that Canucks goal. Notice that on Natural Stat Trick. OEL reaching, offside call. Hogg, Miller, Horvat, that line should have started this game. I don't know. Brock's kind of man, man with no island. Nice little scoring chance there. Nothing made of it. Miller's got it, protects the puck, loses it. Come on. Oh. The Canucks on the power play. Well, this is something. All right. Early enough in the third period, they can make something of this. Just have something productive, man. Ekblad going off for tripping at 325. I'm gonna be as optimistic as possible here, gang. If the Canucks can score and be down by 2, maybe, just maybe, they can play the exact opposite of the wave they've been playing all night, and they could win this game. I don't necessarily believe it. Canucks gain possession. Quinn Hughes out there. Great to see. Very happy. I hope he was just got laid out, but he's fine otherwise. And immediately here comes a shorthanded opportunity for Florida. Oh, smart with the puck here. Good use to be an offensive threat and eat up the clock. And they just blast it straight down. You know the Canucks aren't playing well when they cross that blue line like they're in quicksand. They looked so confident on the power play entering the offensive zone against San Jose and against Vegas. I don't know what they're... Oh, good scoring chance there by Miller and Horvat. Horvat right in the slot, gets down on one knee like he's goddamn Brett Hall. Just couldn't get it past him. Nice and clean. Good chance. That'll bring the Corsi up a bit more. Here comes PP2. Dries. Besser. Garland. OEL. Nice. I mean, OEL knows how to get it on net. That is his superpower. Just keep doing it. Do it again. Do it again. Get shots. Get shots. No. Oh, Besser, come on, buddy. Mikheyev out there. Another scoring chance. And they're going to lose possession of it. Kind of zigged when they should have zagged. Icing call. Okay, so you have some tired penalty killers out there. 14:29 to go. We'll sync you up in a minute. Decent power play. Really like the Bo Horvat chance. He knew. Look at him just take that extra second on his knee. Like that's all we had. That was it. And you're kind of looking at the body language of the Canucks. Like, it's not my night. It's not my night. Not our night. Or maybe they are thinking it's not my night. Maybe there is a bit too much of an individual approach to this. This I don't like. You got penalty killers out there. Tired penalty killers, offensive zone face-off on an icing. You put your fourth line out there. Like, I know they just had a longer shift, but come on. Well, Miller gets it to the point. Oh, Stillman and Myers are out there. It's loose. A little late whistle. Hogg's trying to do anything. Has he got Radko Gudas? Oh, I don't know if you should be fighting Radko Gudas, man. Just a mountain of a man. All right. They're going to take a break. I'm going to look at my phone for a second, if you don't mind me. The porno bots are liking our Instagram posts. Hmm. I gotta look at that. I forgot to look at that one thing. 20. 2:10, 3:38, 4, 5. That's like 7 minutes. All right, everybody. Third period. If you're new here and you haven't hit the thumbs up, you haven't subscribed, you can sync up. You can look at the clock in your left-hand screen. In left hand of the screen, that's the time code. That's the score bug of the feed I'm watching, so we can watch this together. Canucks had another power play. They are 0 for 3 tonight. There has been no sense of game management, in my opinion. Nice little wraparound. Cheeky chance by Mikheyev. Doesn't amount to anything. No game management. It's been reasonably fair. One of the Panthers penalties, one of the Panthers power plays, I should say, one of the Canucks penalties was a little weak. But outside of that, there's really not much to complain about. It was just a defensive breakdown by this Canucks team. And I just kind of questioning Bruce here right now. Like, create something. What do you have you given up when they let that third goal in too? Like, outside of getting Hogg back on the top line, which should have been done from the start, like there hasn't exactly been that much of change of course or change of pace. And I just feel like they're riding this one out. All right, everybody, let's try and get through this together. Shots 9-1 for the Canucks this period. That's right, they are climbing back. They've had a handful of decent scoring chances. That's another one, but then that also looks like he's just chucking it on net. A lot of the Canucks scoring chances in the third period have been those cheeky kind of goal line little maneuvers to try and, trick them. The old Connor Garland special. Pretty crazy for hits. The Canucks are hitting them 28-1. I wonder if 8 of, those 8, 21-8. That is not how you read those numbers. 21-8, they're out hitting them. You got to wonder if all 8 of those are Radko Gudas. If you got him in the fantasy league, if you got a fantasy league that tallies hits, think about Radko Gudas or Cal Clutterbuck or Matt Martin. The fourth line of the New York Islanders are a gold mine of hits. Lofts it in. Spenny Martin makes a save. What's he doing just sitting there? They're just watching him. This is... Oh, man. There's another one. They're just puck watching. And Eric Stahl just buzzed right into the back door. You know, thank God it wasn't a clean opportunity. And they're going to go again. They're just shooting it. It's a firing range. Just bodies him. Just uses his ass to send him down. A mountain of a man that. Who is that? That's Mark Stahl. Okay, so the Stahls are just running roughshod on the Canucks right now. Hey, there's a shot. They got another one, folks. Lazar getting cute. There's nobody open. None of the Canucks in the offensive zone are moving their feet. And then here comes the clock management. Canucks are letting the Panthers just dribble in the backcourt here. I've seen a few times tonight the Canucks kind of double team a guy. That's how the fourth goal happened for the Florida Panthers. And there's been a couple times here. Oh, this is just sloppy, man. This is going to be a 5-1 final. This is going to be a 5-1 final, and the shots are going to be like 29-28. Or like maybe like 32-32. I just don't like their... See? They're giving these guys so many openings. The Canucks are just looking for stretch passes, like the Hail Mary stuff, and then that aren't connecting, and then because of that, they're completely out of position, and the Florida Panthers are getting those lanes and just cruising in. What did I tell you? This is a joke, man. This is a joke of a game. Look at these dumb passes. What's Spencer Martin going to do on that? And why are you firing these bombs of passes, these grenades? Ooh. This game absolutely stinks. And like, what's Bruce doing, man? What's his team doing? Yeah, penalties should be negated unless they drew blood. Okay, so it's 8:49 to go in this game. It's a bad slow game when a listener of the show that is in the Pucksnet Discord that may or may not be a off-ice official or at least tech at the game tonight is chatting in the Discord about fantasy hockey. Yeah, everybody, if you're still watching this piece of garbage game and you want to watch it with me. Oh, man, what happened here? I'm going to wait to sync this up because it's screwed up a little. Stand by, everybody. Okay. So there's no power play on that. That was a little confusing. So I guess it was only. Just a minor. Man, of all the games to pick to talk over for an entire game, this is absolutely stunk. Like, there's a lot of people to blame here for this. And it's not Dan Murphy in his very well-fitting shirt. Who was on the podcast this week? Let's see who's in this. Is anybody in here? Do I need to keep talking? 2 people are still watching. I'm shocked. Brandon Hannock. Hell yeah. Thank you for subscribing. And if you're new here, and oops, I just accidentally opened up my maps. Wish the Canucks could find a Mills. The Canucks team seems out of sync tonight. Everything seems out of sync. It's one of the first times I've been kind of mad at Bruce. It's crazy to think about. Yeah, gang, not a good game for the Canucks. And they're playing some Kiss in the lower bowl tonight. They want to rock and roll all night and party every day. This is a team that does not look like they give 2 shits about where they are right now. You can't necessarily blame them. We're all starting to think about other things we could have been doing with our time. I hope you've wrapped your Christmas presents. Oh, here's a scoring chance. Oh, right through Kuzma. That's another thing. Like, they've completely shut down this. Oh, yeah, there's a frustration moment from Petey. Not that he had anything in front of the net. Kuzmenko and Mikheyev were in no high danger spaces, but he just whiffs it. Another, the pucks on that drinking game tonight is every time there's been a cheeky shot attempt. That's a telling shot there. You can zoom in a little, get Jason King out of the shot, but you gotta wonder what's left in this tank. And it's not all doom and gloom. This is a Western Conference that is not very. There's a scoring chance from Pettersson. That's tough. That would have been nice to see him pot one. He had a good scoring chance. He clearly whiffed on it a bit. Didn't get everything on it. And he gets into position. They see it. Just doesn't get it up all the way. But I'm glad to see they're still trying. Again, if you're new here or you've waddled in, you want to keep being exposed to media content about this game. This is the score bug. This is the time and the feed I'm watching, so you can sync up your device, your stream, and we can watch it together if you want. So Demko's hurt. We haven't heard anything yet, but he looked very uncomfortable, him coming off the ice in the first period. So you got to wonder who's getting called up from Abbotsford. If it's Colin D'Elia or Anton Silva. Oh, I can't remember his first name. Silvos. Arthur Silvos. Somebody's going to come in and the enjoyable, having, I was saying earlier, having Spencer Martin kind of steal the show a bit you have Demko on the bench is all fun and games, but when you need him to, be the guy and play essentially every game, things become a little more drastic. But maybe the Canucks need that. They played, better when they had DiPietro and Spencer Martin as their 1-2. A little tie up here, a little fanny slap. Who's that? Who are those two guys? I thought, was that Ryan Smith? Who's wearing 94? A Longberg. Man. Yeah, this line, with the exception of Sheldon Dries, what to do about Besser and Garland? They're decent complementary pieces, and now they're playing the role of complementary pieces on the third line with an AHL center who's been playing well, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with those two guys. And another commercial break. I'm hoping it's our last one of the night, folks, because I was definitely looking forward to this alternate commentary stream, and that went away quick. Okay. I don't get this. Like, just the absolute, complete, polar opposite teams that we see. I wonder if that's it for Bruce. I don't know. All right, everybody. If you're watching along at home and you want to sync up your devices, once this little graphic changes, we can watch this game together. The last game we did together, I'm trying to think of the last one. Bruins, maybe? I'm going to look on the Pucks on It YouTube account. We did the Avalanche game, which they won. That was a shitload of fun. That was a great game. They came back. I love these shots to the press box of, legitimate players, Hall of Famers, and what are they thinking on this performance? And, they're actual hockey players. They've made it in the show. They've succeeded in this show. They could see something completely different that we can't. Oh, good job, Spencer Martin and OEL for not letting it get to a 6-1 score. I'd love to hear what Luongo would say, or what the Sedins would say about this game, about the performance of the Canucks. Because Luongo's a Panther man. He's a Florida man. And there's a lot to commend Florida on. They played a great road game. The high danger chances were non-existent for the Canucks. The one goal that Spencer Knight let in was a bit of a cluster. And they just shut down this team. And there was so much chemistry and so much offensive production from the top two lines, especially Pettersson, Mikheyev, and Kuzmenko, and they're ice cold tonight. Petey had a chance or two, but they did their homework on this team. They did this homework on this undynamic Canucks team, and you shut them down one way, and odd bounce off the stanchion, and that goes out. Florida did their homework. Michael Willman in the chat. How depressing has it been on YouTube tonight? It started out lethargic. I feel like this was a game people wanted to watch. Combating with the Hall of Fame ceremony. I feel like this was a bit of destination programming. So it was a quiet start in terms of, viewership in the first. And then things just got so boring. And then they went from so boring to so bleak in that, 59 seconds where they let in those 3 goals. And Demko went down. It didn't look like he's coming back anytime soon. And it's just got just lazier and lamer and worse as every period went on. They had that power play late in the second period. You go in, you score on that one. You go into the dressing room down 2 goals. It's a completely different game. But yeah, this is stunk. I've had to talk about this game for almost 2 hours and 45 minutes. I remember watching a Canucks game last year, and John Garrett said he is available to be an emergency backup goalie. Honestly, that would give us some entertainment tonight. They already talked about who the E-Bug was. Some East Coast college guy or ECHL guy. Not a Zamboni driver. Man. Michael, I thought you were working this game tonight. So that's why I was like, man, it's such a bad game. You're on your phone. 59 seconds. Yeah, the Canucks. Yeah, Michael, that's the clock so you can sync it up with your broadcast. That's the developments we have here. And I also figured out how to set up this stream correctly beforehand, so we didn't have about 5 minutes of me frantically building graphics. So we had a lot of positive things going into this that just disappeared. But yeah, this game they scored 3 goals in 59 seconds. The 4 chances on Demko, 3 saves, and then the injury. That stunk. Yeah, this was a horrible decision by me to do this game, I tell you. 2 begrudging minutes left here on the Pucks On It YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed the podcast this week with Dan Murphy. He had some good insight. That was definitely a me conversation talking about broadcasting and the broadcasting industry. I really enjoyed that. What a great man for coming on. Positive tech setup is right. Michael, I wish you could have seen the transition from pregame to active in-game stats. Complete breeze. I'm glad you appreciate my tech setup. Video podcast is out now. Came out yesterday morning. Of course, if you're a Patreon backer, you get it as soon as humanly possible. I do not go to bed until I post the podcast. Yeah, I don't go to sleep until the video podcast has been processed by YouTube. I remember buying a case of those Hendrick and Daniel City and Budweisers in February of 2020. I wonder if that was for retirement? I can't remember what those Sedin beers were for. Because they announced their retirement they retired April of 2018. And I bought those in February of 2020. I'm going to turn up the volume here, see if they boom out of the building. I would. I have not liked anything about the Canucks tonight. They just look like miserable little not babies, but they're just walking around feeling sorry for themselves. And it hasn't been fun. And he just gives up on it. Let's listen. A little bit of a brouhaha, a little bit of a boo-ha-ha. The jersey retirement. Thank you very much. 1920, and that's when they redid the lovely the banners in Rogers Arena to represent the colors of the jerseys they wore. Oh man, somebody has thrown a rat on the ice. A Florida staple. Okay. This game absolutely stunk on every level. Thatcher Demko is injured, and it could be long-term. It looked long-term. It did not look good. This team looked like garbage going into it. I don't know what you need to do to... what's this? Okay, I don't know what they needed to do to get fired up for this game, and they didn't do it. Well, that sucked. Okay. I'm gonna play the fun Pucks on Net music that I'm trying to pay somebody for because it's so good, and we're gonna go home. Well, that sucked. Enjoy this music. It's really good.